Okay, let's continue, everybody. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Come on, think. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. R was correct. I'm just guessing. R-O? I don't know what the next one will be. P? R-O-P? Rope? But rope what? Rope, maybe ropeway or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's ropeway. The fuck is a ropeway? Is that even a word? Apparently so. Ropeway. I didn't even know what that was. I just guessed. Shadow the Hedgehog did a 500-bit cheer and says, anime detective story or heavy rain video game, which is better?
Use something like a ropeway to move the body.
It really depends on what you're looking for. I feel that Heavy Rain was very realistic. The game was very realistic in the way that it was drawn out, and I kind of felt like a combination of Saw with like an interactive detective drama, so I really liked that. This is good, but it's very far-fetched and very ridiculous, over-the-top anime-ish stuff, so. Thank you very much for the cheer, Shadow the Hedgehog. Captain Div cheered, 100 bits. Says, hope you're having a good day. Can you give a shout-out to King Cuck69? Yes, shout-out. Meg from Meg says, a ropeway is a form of naval lifting device used to transport light stores and equipment across rivers or ravines. I didn't even know that. Okay.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that.
Huh? A vessel? There definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. What is this? In scenes where you have to deduce an image, Mind to Mine will begin. Another new game mode. The objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the left thumbstick to move the cursor and erase pieces with X. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color connect. Adjacent pieces will change color. You can remove all pieces for an object. So it's a puzzle. Yeah. Okay. Give it a shot. Another weird new puzzle. What? I don't understand. Oh, I see. You're supposed to do big combos, see? Creates a flip. Well, some of these are going to be stuck. I didn't do the best job here, did I? Certainly not. I could have done way better. Oh, I fucked it all up. I seem to have fucked it all up. Now what do I do? I guess I just break them all individually and hope I don't run out of time. I'm probably gonna run out of time. I don't have enough time. I failed. I failed! Game over, man. Game over, man. That's tough. You have to do all these matches, right? You have to do all these matches.
Can't let it end here.
Will I ever do a Zelda marathon someday? Asked Ripley Atomic. I have no idea. I never really thought about it, honestly. What I'm supposed to do is build up big matches. Like look at the, see, it's like look at the biggest ones. Like this one. See that? Try to build the biggest one. I screwed this up already. Ugh. Oh man. Screwed all these up. Man. This is tough. Wow, I'm so fucked. I'm gonna fail it again. Yeah, I failed it again. Wow. What the fuck? I failed. How are you supposed to do this? I don't understand what else you're supposed to do it better. Look, there's no way to do it. This is ridiculously tough.
Is this?
I don't
We
get it.
can't let it end here.
Oh, I'm being told you don't need to uncover the whole thing. I thought you did. I thought the point was you have to uncover the whole thing. I guess you don't have to. They're saying just uncover what you need to use as your evidence. I didn't know that. There. That's what I want. The tire. That's all I had to do. Oh my god, it was so easy. I thought you had to uncover the whole thing. I said to uncover the thing you need to use. Son of a bitch.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
Okay. So, shout out to Timbo Slice. Have you ever lived or stayed someplace you think might be haunted? No. Dooley Cheers is the goal is not to clear the whole stage, only unlock the item you need. Okay. Good. At least we got by it. Thank you.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along.
Okay. Makes
The inner
sense.
tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people.
Look at that.
Use the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary rope
Cowabunga dudes, here we go.
and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
But
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible.
not really, because if this was the case, they could only untie it from the gym side, not from the prison side. And if you remember, there was no dangling rope coming off of the prison side. The rope was on the side of the gym. So it doesn't really make sense. How could it have been sturdy? They get across, but then somehow untied from the prison side, they were able to pull the rope into the gym side? And also, why did they just decide to throw the inner tube down into the pool? This is weird. Joe the Hedgehog did another 500-bit cheer and says, if you want a good point-and-click game, I recommend Broken Sword 1, original on PC. Thank you. I heard of Broken Sword, but I don't know what it is. Thank you for the suggestion and the cheer. Jerkstore Cheer says, did you get your vaccine appointment yet? No. I've told you guys, I'm not going to talk about it until there's good news. There's not going to be good news for a long time. When I try to do it, a lot of the times it says there's appointments available. I click through, put all my information, and then after wasting 5 minutes, it says there's no appointments available. It's a shit show here, and it's going to be a shit show for a while, so there's no point in asking me because it's not going to be good news for a long time, trust me. Okay. Timbo Slice Juice said Mario Kart is the best-selling racing game in U.S. history. No shock there. It's been pushed for 7 years. There you go. Louis Atomic Cheer said, my God, is the killer Dr. Manhattan? Yes. As you can see from the silhouette, look just like him. Okay.
But wow, a ropeway.
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Huh.
It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
Oh.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Oh, yeah, who asked him that?
Eh?
Oh, shit, the murderer. The murderer asked them the question, and they said it's okay to do, so then the murderer did it. Oh, shit. They just revealed they know who the murderer is.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth. His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth.
Monica was gonna be pissed.
Pops?
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Thank you for being gaming, since I'm enjoying the stream.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Yeah, right. He's gonna end up murdering him, watch. Just like he did Monocade.
Monodam's right. Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Stuck.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah,
Okay.
they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit. But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily.
Okay, this is my question is, how did they disassemble it afterward?
All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Yoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
Okay.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Alright, why'd they leave it in the pool? The reason's obvious. They don't like water. There was no time. It was nighttime. They didn't notice it. It was nighttime.
That's it!
They couldn't go in there to get it because that would have broken the rules.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't. Because this took place at nighttime.
That's right.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime. But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Yeah, a pole or something with a hook or something, but just a loose rope. Yeah, it probably wouldn't work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Yeah, nothing to hook it. You need something to hook it with. There's no hook.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
We still don't know what that black piece of cloth is that was in the pool. Like, what's the significance of that?
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake. This was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Though I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Ah, shut up.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Oh yeah, wonderfully cruel murderer. Now you respect the murderer. Geesh.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving the case. We're so close, we're one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
Yeah, more like he doesn't know. He has no idea.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
That's right.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
I have a good idea who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
The only thing I can think of is it's Kokichi because he orchestrated the whole thing with the bugs and everything to try to create a false alibi, hoping that they would think that Ryoma died earlier than he really did while they were all in that bug room, and that would have allowed them to basically accuse the wrong person. So I think it's Kokichi, but there's zero evidence right now. Zero evidence of that.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Okay. I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. What? What? They want me to fucking accuse someone? I don't want to do that. I think it's him. But I don't have any evidence. Like, I literally have no evidence at all. I'm completely going on a whim here. I mean, I guess I'll accuse him just because. I guess we'll do it. I don't know. No, he's between Kirumi and Miyu's testimonies. My alibi is solid. I think the person who went to the gym is suspicious.
Oh no!
That wasn't it. Well, good thing I got a lot of extra health here. I have no idea. I honestly don't know. Gonta. I don't know. I'm just gonna start accusing random people. Uh-oh, is something wrong? Remember everyone's alibi. So that's not it either.
I was wrong.
I have no idea. Angie. Nope. I have no idea.
Damn it.
I don't know. I have no clue. Him. It wasn't Kaido. I remember someone mentioning they went to the gym. What's the matter? Show them the logic you believe in.
Damn it.
Who? I don't know. I don't remember anyone saying they went to the gym. Let's see. This is only during the magic show. The last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. That was around 8 p.m. You saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. Could it be her? He was caught by Kirumi in the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 p.m. After he went to the dorms and returned to the ultimate entomologist's lab, he saw a figure of a girl in lingerie. Okay. They were forced together in the ultimate entomologist's lab for the insect meet and greet. Kokichi was in the ultimate entomologist's lab until 9. He was with Kirumi from 9 to 10. But let me turn it out. Kirumi was in the gym until a little before 9 p.m. with Himiko and Angie. From 9 p.m. to 10, she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. I totally missed that. I totally missed that. Well, here we go. So we're going to suspect Kirumi of all people. I had no clue. Zero idea it would have been Kirumi. So let's, I guess we accuse her. What the hell?
It has to be you.
Huh.
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
What on earth? Why would she have done it?
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is what I never would have suspected. There's zero evidence up to now.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Okay.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Oh. I have no alibi for nighttime, but the others do not have alibis either.
I was wrong.
Oh my god. I'm
I,
failing.
of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
What? Evidence that proves you're the culprit? I missed.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
Huh.
That could have been done by anyone.
Could have been anyone? No. Only you, because you were there for 5 minutes.
Wrong.
Yeah. There you go. Could have only been her. She was there for 5 minutes alone.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
Huh.
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
Okay.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5
Yeah, that's a lot of work, prep work for only 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Uh-oh.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Nihilism. What is this now? Oh, this is the slash thing? Yeah, the sword.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Okay.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it
Okay.
is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Okay, it's a marked window frame. Yes, that's the
I am
evidence.
referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate.
Oh, I broke it.
In other words,
I
it's just
fucking...
a guess.
I accidentally
And then
broke it.
you
I was
add
supposed to use
assumptions and
triangle,
hearsay to that
but I
guess.
used X and I broke it. Oops.
It is nothing more than deception.
Okay, do it again. Screwed it up.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no to indicate this.
There we
had
go.
happened.
There is evidence.
For your words.
The mark on the window. There we go. I'm starting to understand that sword game a lot better now.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly.
Right, the inner tube and 2 bodies sliding across.
The frames
Yep.
didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Oh my god, he's such a pest.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit.
Zuh.
But I cannot allow that. Because I must do this for everyone.
So she really claims it's not her, huh? For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where's this coming from? Her response seems genuine. What did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all of our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi. Who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Yeah. Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Yeah, what's going on, man? Did we just get a big plot twist?
Do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Ah.
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here?
Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
I don't know about this. Germworm just hit me $10. He says, have a good night, Phil. It's 11 p.m. here. Make sure you feed Jasper. I actually did this morning. First thing, filled up his dish. So he's happy with some fresh food today. Germworm, thank you. Your tip has pushed us to the tips goal for the day. Thank you so much, Germworm. Have a good night, by the way, since it sounds like you're taking off for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, that means it is time for a vest poll. Now, due to the intense amount of heat that is in the office today, I'm only going to make 3 vests eligible because they're all thin. The camo, the denim, and the gray. Those are very thin vests. Wearing those should not overheat me today, even though it's about 85 degrees right now in this room. So those are going to be the vests you guys can vote for. Tonight on the late stream won't matter. It'll cool down. The sun will be gone. Right now, though, I got to limit the vest selection. Okay? So here we go. Let's do it. So camo, denim, or gray. Those are your 3 selections for today. A 1-minute poll. Please vote. And while you're voting, we will continue on. All right? All right, here we go.
Really? Do you swear to a
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because
Believe her or
I made
not.
a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone.
Okay.
So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
Nah.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
The denim vest has won. 56% of people voted for denim. Let me go get it. All right. Very nice. Oh, my leg. Crap. All right. Denim vest it is. Always invest in the denim vest. Very nice. Thank you, guys. All right. Now, remember, if we double the tips goal today, I'll wear 2 of the vests, so it could either be the camo or the gray vest on the other side. That's incredibly stupid. I doubt we're getting any more tips today, quite frankly. But thank you guys for your support. Let's continue. Here we go.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
That's it. Ruby Tommy Cheers said, will $200 get us jeans? No, dude, I have to wear fucking shorts today. It's too hot in here. It's 85 degrees. At least. There's no way I could go put on fucking giant jeans now and be overheating. Absolutely not. Okay.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof.
Alright, there has to be something else to link it. It could be just circumstantial evidence.
It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. It's up to me to have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it. All right.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Whoa!
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
Okay.
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
Okay.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Huh.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. The only thing I can think of is that piece of fabric, but we don't know what the piece of fabric is. See? I guess we're going to try the fabric.
This is it!
Yeah, that was it. I got it right. I just don't know what it is.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Okay.
I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
Because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Alright, they couldn't go in there to pick it up.
Huh? Why not?
It was nighttime.
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed.
Okay.
For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, but that would have torn their hands apart.
Yeah, so what?
So she takes her gloves off and her hands are fucked up. No, maybe her glove was torn. That's a piece of fabric from her glove. I wonder. See you later, DSPGaming. Thanks for chilling today. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
Duh.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Oh my god. It's finding out how the black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Alright? Argument armament. What is this? Oh god, this is the button time stuff, right? Oh, what the hell? Oh, fuck.
Deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
There we go. We have to release it. Critical hit.
In this class trial,
There we go.
everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth.
Miss?
Everyone
Fuck you, I
might
pressed
die.
it. This I don't understand. Oh, you have to, okay, you have to mash that.
Everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth.
Oh, it was
Everyone
hold?
might
Fuck.
die. I completely understand your reasoning.
Oh, it was
but
hold. I
will
fucked it
never
up.
accept it.
Got that
Seems
one.
You wish to pin me as the culprit.
Okay.
You do not have any evidence.
Oh!
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone.
Miss,
Why must
fuck you.
interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will
What?
never accept it. It seems
Got
you
it.
wish to pin me as the culprit.
Got
you
it.
do not have any evidence.
Oh!
You are only providing
Almost
us
done.
with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone.
Yes! Final blow!
What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here.
So it's her gloves. It was her gloves.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Okay. Wrigley Atomic Chewy says, I hate how invested I'm getting in the game. Now, how do you know? How do you know that's her glove fabric, though? What's the evidence?
Kirumi's glove?
We don't have evidence of that, do we?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi.
It's still circumstantial evidence. You'd have to prove that that fabric is one of her torn gloves, and how would you do that?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
You'd have to.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Closing argument. Start. Wow. Okay. The rubber inner tube? Right there. Yes. Okay. Friction on the glove. Yup, there we go. Handcuffed victim. Right here. Yep, okay. Unlock the new one. Piranha tank lid. Here we go. Yup, nice. Piranha swarming in the tank. That's later. Yup, there we go. Carried the rope. That's much earlier. There you go. Carried the rope. Jim's window frame and rope. Yup. Nice. Metal handcuffs in the water. In the water? Yup. And then the last one. Hang the inner tube. There you go. I got it flawless. Look at that. Flawless victory right there. Beautiful.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
Okay.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed.
Okay.
Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But
This music, the remix.
The curtain in front of the tank. We saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
Swims by.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process.
Okay.
In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m.
Okay.
While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank.
Okay. Ruby Atomic Tree said, objection, piranhas don't eat humans. Piranhas aren't evil. There's also another thing no one thought of that really doesn't make any sense. So the lid of this tank, okay, is a transparent piece of glass, right? The reason that that lid should be able to cover the top of the tank is because it has to be bigger than the tank itself. Do you see what I'm saying? It has to be something it can sit on top of. If it was smaller than the tank, it would actually get sucked into the tank. It wouldn't sit on top. It would go and get sucked in. So they're surmising this person took the lid off the tank, angled it, and put it in to put the piranhas on one half and the body would be on the other. That's impossible. The tank's lid would have had to be bigger than the tank to cover it. Therefore, it would have never fit inside the tank to do this. So that whoever wrote this actually has a big plot hole in it. That doesn't make any sense at all. There's no way the lid could fit inside of the tank. It wouldn't. If it was smaller, it would get sucked in. It would just fall right in. It wouldn't sit on top snugly and hold anything inside. It has to actually be bigger. Therefore, this doesn't work. Here's a suspension of disbelief, but that's the thing, though. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be thinking about this analytically to figure it out. As a detective, I would say that's not possible. How could it fit inside the tank? And I would have went and tested it to see if it would have fit. But there's no way, unless there's some weird sizing mechanism or something, which it isn't. Like, for example, they could have inlaid the edges of the tank so that the actual lid is smaller and it sits on the inlaid edges. But even then, it probably wouldn't have fit through the inlaid edges. So it's not feasible. even though I'm okay with it, this is definitely way more plausible than the first murder was. It's still ridiculous that there's a big plot hole right there. That could never happen. It wouldn't have worked. Anyway, Ruby Atomic Cheer, he said it'll take 500 piranhas to strip a human. Does the tank have enough room for 500? Okay, then. All right.
They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym.
And while doing that, said "bam" on their shoulder by slapping their shoulder so hard it made a bam sound effect. Very nice.
And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame.
Okay.
The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
And this all apparently was done in 5 minutes.
At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
Yes, we have no idea what really happened here. He could have got hit, he could have got choked out.
First,
right? We have no
the
clue.
culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists.
Okay.
And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
Jeesh.
The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink. In the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun.
What? What's the motive? There's no motive here. There's no motive for this murder.
They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
The inner tube.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope.
Okay.
After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
That's right. The inner tube dropped and so did the piece of fabric from the glove.
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
Okay.
But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool.
All right.
Regardless,
So
the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake.
somehow they dropped the inner tube.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Okay.
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
So it looks like we have the story of how it happened, but we have no idea why.
That's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
All right.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named,
Duh.
opened their big mouth.
Duh, yeah, right. What's the name? Manasuke?
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
Yeah, you asshole.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Mono-chan, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
All right. What we'll do, since I'm about to go on a break, what's going to happen is the vote, and then we're going to get the conclusion, explanation, and then the execution, of course. Let's save here, go on our break, so that way we can come back and get all that together, not that it gets broken up. This is a good, perfect place to take a quick break before we get to the big highlight at the end of the trial, all right? Good stuff. Good stuff.